Okay, so to want to actually look at a double top, right? Chart pattern. Now, a double top chart pattern is a reversal chart pattern that helps us to make profits. Now, but there are a few things I would like to talk about under this chart pattern. The first one is that you need to identify the chart patterns, and before you enter the trade, you need a confirmation, right? A confirmation. Confirmation can must be in form of or can be in form of a key level, right? A resistance level, right? It can be in form of a break and retest strategy. It can be in terms of a candlestick pattern. All right. Now, what is basically a double top, right? As the name implies, a market. Let's say, for example, a market is coming from an is actually an uptrend market, and then moves in this direction, and just at this point, the market makes this move and then forms something like this, and then comes down. All right. So these two top here, these two top at this point is what we call a double top. Now this is a double top. All right. Now, the double top first is usually found at the top of a chart, right? Top of a chart, right? Or the resistance level on a chart. Okay. Now, let's dive into the chart to actually, okay, once you see this, it simply means that the market most likely is going to, reverse and then start moving in a downtrend. So this is also what we call the M pattern, right? It's an M pattern. Okay. So you come here. Now, this is an M pattern that actually gives a signal to short your trade. Now, there is a clear M pattern here. Okay. Now, this is the first leg is move from here, get to this point, get to this point, get to this point, and boom, you can see that for yourself. All right. Now, so the first thing I'm going to do is I will check. Remember, we said the double top is usually seen at the resistance top. It's always at the top side. So once you find out that there is a double top here, what are you going to do? The first thing you're going to do for me, I'll put my rectangle here, right, to actually signify that. Now the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to drag this rectangle, to the left to see if this is going to correspond to any previous support, because this sorry, any previous resistance. If it corresponds to any previous resistance or any previous support, it simply means that this particular trade, this particular double top is at a key level. So that means it is what to try out. So here, okay, so I drag this. Now, yeah, there is actually um, um, a resistance level here. Right, there is a resistance level here stopping this guy from going down. Now this resistance is actually acting as a support for this other guy. So what am I saying? Okay, what I'm just trying to say is that there is a key level here. Sorry, there's a key level at this point, which signifies that this market is going to react at this level. And we saw the reaction here. We also saw the reaction here. So it's actually a legit reaction. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is, since we've confirmed that this market is actually close to a support or resistance level, we're going to look at the candlestick patterns. Right. Now, we have different kinds of candlestick pattern. Right. Now let's read this candlestick. Now we saw a green candle here, and then we saw a red. Even although this red candle was not able to cover this previous green, I'm just going to hold on. Now this looks like an evening star. This looks like an evening star. This particular candle pattern looks like an evening star. All right. So it looks like an evening star. Okay. So you might want to look up or think I have a material that has evening star. So this looks like an evening star. Now look at evening star here, right? It always occurs at the top of a chart. All right, where we have our green, red. Now, this second candle must not necessarily be red; it can be green as well. All right, so once you see an evening star, it's a sign of Okay, so I'll come back to my now. So this looks like an evening star. The three candles. All right, it looks like an evening star. The green is the first candle. The red is the second, and of course we have the red. Now, so once I've seen this, all right, it's already giving me a short signal. But I'm going to wait for a confirmation. I'll have to wait for another candle to actually form just below or above, just below or equal the third candle of the evening star. So we saw that there is a small candle that was just formed here, right? So immediately this candle form, I'm now going to actually short my trade. So I put my trade here, and this actually you can decide to take your stop loss to be the previous resistance. All right, the previous resistance. So I can take this guy to be the previous resistance. I put my stop loss here. Okay, and then I can decide to target 1:3, right? I can just decide to target 1:3, and guess what? You're definitely going to make your profits. Your trade is going to hit your target. So that is basically that about double top. So this is what I'm going to do. If you're interested in this, you can send a DM so I can drop my materials on candlestick and chart patterns. So at least it's going to help us to understand. So by the time you're done reading the material, you can come back on this chat and then go for yourself. All right. So please hit the subscribe button if this video was of help to you, and you can as well like so that it can be recommended to others. Thank you very much. I'm seeing you in the next class.